Welcome, Scorpio. This is your weekly focus for May the 7th through to the 13th, 2018. My name is Tilly, and this is Tarot with Tilly, and thank you. Thank you truly for all the positive, loving, supportive energy you send my way each and every day. So let's turn to the cards and find out what they will reveal about the energy and how to use it in a positive light to go forward on our path. Four of Swords. Okay. Unplug. Recharge. Recuperate. That's what this week is about. Maybe you are feeling tired and run through the ringer, so to speak. And typically, this card is the warrior that comes off the battlefield. So if you can even imagine being a warrior on a battlefield and sleeping with one eye open and every noise awakes you and there's tension at all times, anxiety, fear. You can't eat right, you can't sleep right. And then you finally come off that battlefield and you hang up your weapons and you take off your armor and you lay down. You're going to recuperate. You're going to recharge so that you can go forward with the strength and into a brand new energy. And so this card is really fitting because next week the energy changes so dramatically. We have the sun moving, we have the new moon, we have Mercury moving, we have Uranus moving, we have Mars moving. So we have incredible new energy that will be surrounding us, and we want to be ready for it. We want to be at the starting line for it. So recuperation is key. Watch your health this week. Take care of yourself this week, okay? It's important that you do. Because if you don't take the time out, your body will force you to take the time out. Trust me, my body tells me all the time when I have failed to listen to it. The Ten of Cups. You're happily ever after. Wow. And this is really a week to look at your long-term goals, your dreams, your desires, your wants, of who you want to become, of what you want to step into. Dream it. Believe it. Expect it. Seven of Cups. Seven of Cups is shown up for 3, all in the same place. I get this as you've got way too many things on the go that you are juggling, that you have obligations and responsibilities. Yes, it's a busy world out there. It's busy lives out there. And your focus could be all over the place this week if you allow it. Now, we are in a full moon energy all week, so rest and recuperation, meditation, prayer, reflection, all beautiful things to do, and actually dedicate some personal time towards that. Okay? Make sure that you are doing something along those lines each and every day for yourself. And take a look at those cups that you're juggling up there. What needs closure? What needs healing? What needs an ending? What cups should no longer exist on your plate? Maybe it's an obligation. Maybe it's a responsibility. Maybe somebody gave you that. They delegated it to you and you took it on willingly and you realize it was theirs to deal with all along. So that you have the energy or the resources or the time to change the focus to your path forward of what you want. Your journey, your adventure. Maybe you want to go back to school, but you can't because of this, that, and the other thing. And then it all turns out to be obligations. It's time to delegate those out to other people or put some kind of closure or completion on it so that you can move forward. Our overriding energy for this week is the Two of Pentacles. So yeah, we're really doing the balancing act here. We are seeing what belongs in our life, where we need endings, where we need completion in our life to bring in that balance. We're doing the juggling act this week. Absolutely. So without some knowledge, we could end up very scatterbrained by the end of the week. Well, we have the knowledge to know that we need to unplug, we need to recharge, we need to regroup, we need to focus our attention on what is holding us back from moving forward. Maybe it's work and career, maybe it's relationships, maybe it's finding a balance between something like that or those two things. Our underlying energy is the Ten of Swords. This is definitely a card telling you that the more you unplug, the more you recharge, the more the more that you will understand the wisdom that you've obtained, the challenges that you have met and walked through and succeeded, the fires that you have walked through, the chaos. It's time to listen to those messages that are whispered in your ear from God, your angels, your spirit guides, from Source, the universe. Have that conversation seemingly with yourself. Listen to your intuition. Absolutely. A new day is dawning here for you. See the sun rising in the background? But take some time to appreciate you and love you for what you've been through, please. For what you've accomplished, and knowing with a certainty that you can take that wisdom forward with you. And be careful of taking that wisdom forward with you, because sometimes we get a little high and mighty about ourselves and then we kind of crash and burn again. And we go, well, wait a minute, what happened there? Maybe I'm not as great as I am. You are. But when we let our ego rule the day, we start to compare ourselves to others. And all of a sudden, certain situations and certain people just aren't worth our time or energy. And they are, if we humble ourselves a little bit and see that our greatness helps them in their path forward, as well as helping ourselves. Work and career and love and relationship. Aries got 2 for some reason, so everybody gets 2 this week for these parts. We have the Queen of Cups. Love yourself. Know your worth. Know your value. And the Lovers. So first and foremost, love yourself. Love what you're doing. If you want to journal about something this week, definitely journal about work and career, of what you're good at, of what brings out your passion, your joy, what creates abundance for you. It could be finances. It could be what defines you. If we were to meet at a party, how would you describe yourself? Would it be work and career, or would it be home and family, or your spirituality, what you do in the community? And it's about deepening that commitment to yourself, taking your job or career to the next level. It could be being able to take care of another, too, when these come together like this. About your love and your compassion and being able to care for others because of what you do. It's not always money we're giving, okay? It could be your time, it could be your energy, it could be a talent, an ability, a gift. And how to utilize those things to really step into the career that you want. And I don't think it will show up, it might not even show up in the next 6 months for you, okay? That's why I'm saying journal this part of your life right now. You will be amazed at the clarity and the understanding that you receive of where you can go, of what you can step into, of what you can do, of who you can become. Truthfully. Love and relationships. Look at this. We have the Star card. Woo-hoo. With the Empress. Now there's some beautiful cards for love and relationships. Now, it could be a lover. It could be a soulmate. It could be a child. It could be a best friend, a parent, a sibling. Somebody that you work with, somebody in the community or your neighbor. Your tribe, your clan, your close circle. Wow, this might be the other part of your journaling, although I think it'll happen much faster. You'll see The clarity will come instantly to you. Uh, the Star card is being with people for the right reasons, for love, support, respect, security, stability, and not allow yourself to be in a relationship, whether it's a friendship or your lovers or even parent-child relationships. One that is abusive towards you, or you are allowed to be abusive to them in some way. And we can all be a little abusive. I'm not saying that you're taking the baseball bat to them, but you know they have a weak spot or a kindness, and you might use that a little bit more often than you should, or expect it a little bit more often than you should, or not give back because they gave. The Empress is about birth, rebirth, new paths forward, new plans. So this could be, if you meet somebody this week, they could take you on the adventure of a lifetime, I think. Really opening up your eyes to a whole new world that you didn't even think existed, or only wished that it existed. If you're in a relationship, this is a time to have a gratefulness, a gratitude for that relationship. To take it back to the spark, the magic, when your eyes first met, of what really mattered and what were the priorities then. It's about the springtime of relationships. And you're the Empress here. So the relationship has to bring in balance for you in order for it to be, I heard miraculous, so, but incredible. Spirituality is the Queen of Pentacles. There is great abundance and great growth available to you. Support is nice, but you don't need it. It's your independence that strengthens you, that guides you, that moves you. It brings in this great abundance. This is your intuition. This is, magical things can happen to bring in abundance. New plans can be laid. And usually, okay, we're in the full moon energy, so the new plans that can be laid come from the Four of Swords, of recuperation and unplugging and tapping into the new world that you want to step into, the new path that you want to step into, the new energy that you want to step into, the new person you want to become. It's relying on yourself. It's knowing you've got this. It's knowing you can do it. And queens don't get anywhere without the proper support and guidance and mentors in their life. To take advice from, to be mentored by, to be taught, as well as teach. Health and well-being, the Seven of Swords. Everybody's getting the Seven of Swords. Health and well-being, everything in moderation. So if you're taking something to the extreme, it's time to back it down. It's time for a little bit of self-discipline, awareness of what really needs to go forward with you on your path. We have the circus or the fair or the celebration back there in the background. So obviously that's where we're headed. And we look happy and we look content. And even though there's all kinds of swords still on the ground behind us there, we don't need them. And we know we don't need them, so we don't take them with us. We take what is good for us, what's healthy for us. So we could really be looking at how to move forward, some strong disciplines or commitments coming in right now that we are going to stick to. We're going to join that gym. Um, we're going to join that group that walks every week. We're going to go on that hiking trip. We're going on that hiking trip. We're going to eat better. We're going to let our inner warrior out in our health and well-being, and take what is needed and only what is needed. So we're going to cut out the junk food and the sweets and the alcohol and whatever else. Whatever may be your weakness. You're going to say enough's enough. You're going to say, I don't need that anymore in my life. If you're drinking 5 cups of coffee a day, cut her down to 2. So it's not that you're cutting things right out of your life, although you could be. It's more than likely that you need to bring it back into proportion of what is healthy and what is indulgence going forward in order to really enjoy yourself long term. You're going to that celebration, you're going to that carnival, you're going to that circus. You're going to have fun, you're going to find abundance and happiness. So enjoy. So figure out where you have been out of balance and look towards where you're going. It could be a group of people you're going to be attached with soon. I don't think it's near future here. I think it's somewhere in the distance. It could be tomorrow, but chances are you're just starting to walk that path and figuring out where the balance truly needs to be. So you probably won't be even making any decisions, but you're going to try. You're going to push yourself to try in some direction this week. So get committed to you and your happiness and your joy and your well-being going forward. Until we meet again, remember, I do love you.